Entering play normal.
And the Rebels will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Cover 3 cloud.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
Spread.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got the quick pass. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this game.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's McGowan. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
They wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return.
Option is set to go.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time, as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the back.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play call from a shotgun. Option is set. 5WR. There are 22
the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Wallace. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Shallow.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Passes shallow corners. Inside, option is set to empty. Jail Danger.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. And he
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
You have 15 options.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Lost to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on to pass. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Pressure coming. And they're on him immediately. Down goes their quarterback.
Play call, coach suggestions.
I personally love
categories.
aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give is to Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Shotgun.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Everybody knows how difficult the SEC schedules are. You hear about it from every team there. It's hard to explain how a team like Ole Miss, all of that firepower, all of that ability, dumps a home game to a bad Kentucky team for the first time since 1964. That one basically kept them out of the playoff.
And I think one of the biggest surprises in that game is how Ole Miss could not protect Jackson Dart. Their offensive line got abused by Kentucky up front. David, they were way more physical in the trenches. We'll see if that happens again today.
And I'll never forget that Stoops fourth down call in his own territory that comes through. They make the big play. Ole Miss's offense sputtered. Their defense wasn't elite like we're accustomed to, and it kept them out of the playoffs.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Simmons. Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Entering play from shot option is set to title option 5WR. There are 22 categories.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up, was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses those phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they were looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
The kick is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. Simmons, release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Taylor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing down.
Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Rebels! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have
Entering
success.
play call, coach
Lining up for the
suggestions. There are 8
PAT.
categories. You have 15 options.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kent State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McGowan. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Diggs. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
X-post.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now the play fake.
Entering play. Option is shotgun. Option is set. Drip safe. Formation. Drip steep. Shock H option. Team.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The attempt is no good.
Entering play
Missed
call.
the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead of 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play call.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Finds his man down the middle. And they swarm him under.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
3-3, 1-3, over, wide.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
The Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Options.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Options. HB stretch is selected.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Shallow corner.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Dances away to buy time. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Wildcat spot.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
Silver, cover 6, Willie.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Entering LB Alda.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent.
Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And That's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless, the outcome today got...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Stealing a score on special teams. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
15 options.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback.
Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Resume is selected.
Down at the 11-yard line.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
6 categories.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Single, weak eye, option is
the Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball hit a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Simmons. The short hands, it's Wallace. There he goes. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Simple pitch, simple catch, a little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Slot cross.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's McGowan. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Give to the running back. Plows through the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Inside zone. Double post.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Categories.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Field goal is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads...
Oh, he's got some space. Slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebel!
Entering play call, coach
If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing your tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways. But he's
Entering
been on
play
fire. He's been
normal.
absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll go to the sneak.
31, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Working the middle. Stopped at the 42, and he got 15 yards on the play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
Lost one deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
Enter cover 3 match. Formation. Penny. Mike. Corner blitzed you.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The screen, and watch out. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Takes a handoff. It's McGowan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football, really.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And around.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Big LB blitz.
And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Spread.
They'll go to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we've got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Absolutely
nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just as they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This is good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially.
Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Resume is selected.
physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
95 Mike.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
Breaks into the open. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting outside David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Motion from the back. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Entering mesh court.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Caught over the middle, it's Stribling. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Zone.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The run from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
That's caught. It's McGowan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Lost to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to power it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You have 18 options. Free fire is selected.
Gonna swing it on second down. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense, getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, and get the football back to get back in this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here.
Turning it on! Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
HD stretch.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Hand off from the shotgun. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Entering play call.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You can heal.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute whenever.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty top upgrade advanced week and sim head. Entering Dynasty hub screen actions. Advanced week option. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering my school update. Entering screen. Entering Dynasty hub screen actions.